Let's start with the few of the things of Python. Now, Python has two versions basically. Okay, one was Python 2 and another was Python 3. Now, with that, they have their different sub versions and these things which came into market, and there are small differences between that. One of the, I would not say major, but one of the important difference which was there with Python or which is there with Python 2 and 3 is that in Python 2, after the print statement, you don't have to specify parentheses. Okay, if you just write print hello, it will print in Python 2. But in Python 3, you have to specify this thing. You have to specify this parenthesis. Otherwise, it will give you error as we saw error above. Okay, that missing parenthesis thing, it says did you mean print hello. So this is one of the difference. There are a lot of other difference. We'll study about all those differences as we go ahead and we see the code. Now, apart from that, you can like these installation steps of the other things. What is the Jupyter notebook, how it works, all this theoretical part is written here. We will be sharing all these things with you. Look into that. So we know that there are different data types. One is the integer, then we have float, then we have boolean, we have strings, we have complex number, that is the real and imaginary numbers, and these stuff. So we can use any of these and we can make use of like we know that these data types basically tells that what would be the range of integer will be till up to 0 to 65,535 and float will have some other range and all those things. And you can use those stuff. Now let's see how we basically define the variables in Python. Now, what is variable? Variable is something which basically identify or acts as an identifier for your Python. Okay. Now, for you, what will be your identifier? Like for you, your identifier will be your name. Your name can be your variable. Okay. For me, Sachin will be my identifier. Okay. Although it can be duplicated, there would be 100 of people with such a name, but definitely for me, my name is my identification. Okay. Or for me, any other, whatever is I want to put, that will be my identification. Similarly, in Python also, we have the variables which acts as a identification. Now, there are certain rules for assigning these variables. The one is that it should not contain space. You should use underscore, as well as you should not contain any of the special characters. It should not start with numbers. And if you want to define any of this, so let's say that if you want to say that a is equal to 10, means a is what? This is my variable. And to this variable, I have assigned a value as 10. So a is my variable, and to this variable, I have assigned the value as 10. This equal to is what? This is my assignment operator. To this, I have assigned the value. So now here, if I talk, if I print a, it will basically print me 10. Okay. So you see that I got the value of a equal to 10. If I put a equal to 100, it will print me 100. So whatever value you want to assign, you just assign it. You see that I have not defined anything, that whether it's a float value, whether it's what integer value, whether it's a string value. Okay. Whatever you want to define, you can define. Okay. And if you put any string value, anything, it will be working. There is no issue with that. So now there are two types of variable. One is like the strongly typed variable, and other one is dynamic typing. Strongly typed means the variable for which you cannot change the value. Okay. That will be like you cannot reassign any value to that variable. But in dynamic typing, what does it mean? That you can reassign the value. Let's say here I have a variable name as my_dogs, and for which I have this particular value. So if I want to assign any other value here, I can assign any other value. Now, if you want to check, let's say this is this, and if I want to check that what kind of data type it is, there is a function in Python known as type, in which if you pass the argument as my dogs or the variable name as my dogs, this will tell you that what type of variable it is. If I put it 5, okay, I run it, it will give me integer. So type is a function to check what is the data type of the particular variable. Okay. So this is how like you can assign the variable and you can perform the operations like a equal to a plus 10, a plus equal to 10, a into equal to 2, and these things you can do, and you can check the types. This is pretty much easy concept, as everyone know that how to assign a variable and use it. Just I wanted to tell you here about the type function, which is the important.